This is one of my favorite projects. It's quite a big one. We're going to make a brochure with multiple pages, and I'm going to show you how to lay them out, how to make copies from one page to the next. And then in the end, we're going to take that brochure and we're going to save it out as a PDF, and we're going to also save it out using something called Flow. And what this does is it allows us to publish it online, but actually have pages which animate when you click the button. It's really, really good, and I'm sure you'll love it. Let's get started. Let's make a really cool multi-page brochure now. So I'm going to go along to Document, and I'm going to click on Brochure, and I'm going to be creating a brochure from scratch. So I will check my size first. I'm going to go to Resize, and 11 by 8.5. I think that'll be absolutely perfect. This particular brochure is not going to be printed out. It's going to be on screen, and we're going to do some really cool stuff with it at the end. So I'm happy with that. And what I'm going to do now is to start bringing in a background picture for this first page. So we'll start building the first page, and then we'll copy some of the pages as we go. Now, I want to do this brochure about Cyprus. I've got a soft spot for Cyprus. You can do yours about any place which makes you happy, or anything that makes you happy. It really doesn't matter. But I'm going to go along and find an image. So I'm just going to search for my photos. I'm going to search for Cyprus. No, not cyberpunk or cyber. Let's go Cyprus. There we go. Lots of Cyprus pictures. And I'm looking for one as my cover picture, because this is my cover page. Really like that one in there. And what I'll do now is just click it and make that the background. So I'll set that as a background. And that looks really, really good. Now, I want to bring some text in here, and I want to have some lines, just some little key lines, which will really make it look a little bit, well, upmarket, for want of a better word. I mean, it already looks great. So let me do my text first. So I'm going to go to the text tool. I'm going to add my text. I'm going to put in Cyprus. And I'm actually looking for a typeface or a font which, well, it'll have that nice sort of friendly feeling to it, because it is a lovely friendly island. So I'm just going to view all and see if I can find something which works. I'm looking for more of a hand-drawn feel to this. That one's okay, but I might change it shortly. So I'll just go back from recommended and have a look in here and see if there's anything that jumps out. I'm not going to spend too long looking for these. That's sort of what I wanted, something nice and friendly like that. And then I want to change the color of the text. So I'm going to go along to my text color, and I want to choose a color based on the document. So I'm going to go to my sample tool. I'm going to go and try and find a sort of a goldish color in there. But that's not really gold, so I'm going to go over to custom and see if I can find something a little bit better. Maybe something along that line there. Might have to be a bit darker. Once again, this is something we can tweak as we go along. Now, a quick trick that I do is, if you're looking for something like, for example, I'm looking for gold there. What I do to find a color is I'll actually go and search for a gold item and then sample from that item. So if I go over here and let's say gold, there's so many different colors of gold. You can see I've got an interesting gold over there, so I can just put the gold in. And this gives me an idea of what color I'm really looking for. I wasn't too bad. I was fairly close in there. Let me go to fill again. I'm going to just sample now off of that and find a nice yellowy color in there. That's pretty good. And we'll just pop that into the sky like so. And then I want two lines, two key lines. So I'm going to go along to my elements, going down to the shapes, and let's go and find the lines and arrows and the lines over there. I just popped in a quick line, and once again I can just choose a color in here, and I'll be showing you a little bit more about colors and how you can create your own branding colors later in the course. But I'm just going to sample this gold that I've got in there. I might have to make the line a little bit thicker, and I'm going to move it across the top over there. Let's pull that to the other side. I'm going to hold down my Option key and just drag that down so I get a second version near the bottom, like so. And that just kind of gives that really upmarket feel, as I said before. I'm still not entirely happy with the text that I've got in here. I might go and change it. I might even sample, experiment with white and see if white works there. No, that doesn't either. But I'll have a play with that while you get to this stage. And I'll tell you which typeface I ended up with as well. Let's add a second page. So I'm going to go along to Add. I'm just going to add a copy of this page. So I'm going to say Duplicate. I'm going to go and first of all get rid of the picture in the background. So I'm going to say Detach Page Background and delete that. And you can see I've got my sort of cypress word in there. I'm going to change the color of that so we can read it in here, and I will use the fill and just sample that gold once again. And I've got my Island of Dreams in there. Now, I'm going to actually go along to these little lines, and I'm going to pull one of them across to that side there, and I'm going to take this one and pull it across to that side there. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of text next to each of those. So I'm going to have Island of Dreams up there. I'm just lining it up with that. And then I'm going to hold down the Option or the Alt key, make a copy of that, and then this one here will just say Cypress. You can see I changed my typeface over here, and I'm now using something called Adore You, which kind of gives me that really nice flowy lines that I was looking for. I'm going to pop that down over there, and I'm going to change this word to something else which is going to be appropriate for the picture, and that's going to be romance. Yep. And I want to have a picture along the top and then some text about the island down here. So why am I sort of breaking this into sort of these weird bits? Well, I think it will just, rather than having one huge page, I like to sort of have bits of text and then larger words just to give people the idea of what's happening on this page here. So a huge romance in there. They can see the romantic picture, and there's a little bit of text about it. Anyway, let me go and get a picture. I'm going to go to Media. I'm still on Cypress in there, so I'm going to go and find a picture which will be appropriate for romance. Obviously need some people in it, I presume. There we are. That one looks absolutely spot on. And I'm going to take this picture and I'm going to put it over my document like that. So we get this really lovely panoramic type of feel to the image. Now remember, you can always double click it and you can move it around if you want. I don't think we actually need to really see their legs. So let's just move that down so we can see a little bit of the sunset. Sorry, the sky, not the sunset. The sky in there as well. So that looks lovely. I'm going to go and get some text. So I'll use the text tool. I'm going to add my text in, and I'm going to choose a typeface for this text. So rather than that little bit of text in there, I'm going to go and choose something. Now I want this to be very readable, and I'm not going to be using one of these two main typefaces that I was working from. So I just want something which is going to be very simple and readable. I'm going to try this one over here. I'm going to make my text a lot smaller. So I'll just go in here and just reduce it there or put it in like so. And I've copied some text, so you can just get text wherever you like, whether it's from an email, from a website, from a Word document. I'm just going to paste my text into there that I've already copied. And I think we'll make that a little bit smaller as well. So a little bit of text like that. I'm going to go and align it using the alignment here to the left. And it does look very, very harsh, that text. So I might either go in here and see if there is a lighter version of it. So when I click in there, there's a light version, which still looks good. But I'm also going to change the color from black. Now, normally you have black text, but I'm going to go to custom and just pull that up so it sort of becomes gray. And once again, goes on with a very delicate feel that I'm going for in this particular brochure. Now, romance is looking a little bit large, so we'll size that down, pop it in the middle, over there. And these can be moved around to wherever you want them to go. Anyway, do have a go making your second page here, but remember, make it by, first of all, going up to the add and making a duplicate, making a duplicate so that you've got those lines in the same position as the first page. So when I do that, they will be in the same position as that one over there. Have a go. Now, I'd like to actually, just before we make the next page, change the color of these two bits of text, that one and that one. And once again, I'm going to use the gold because I think they'll look a little bit more upmarket that way. There we go. That looks so much better. Now, I want another page which is going to be very similar to this. So I'm going to go along and add another page, duplicate this one. And this time I'm going to get rid of that over there. And my text, I'll just move that out the way for the moment. And this one is going to kind of go up there. I'm going to go and do some a page about adventure. And I'd like to have some divers, I think, over here. So I'm going to go into my media and let's do Cyprus shipwreck. And we've got some really nice pictures, diving pictures in there. I'm going to start off with this one over here, bring that in, and I'm going to pull that out to about halfway over the page, so something like that there. And then I'm going to do another one, so let's bring in another image. There we go, that's rather a nice one there. Same again, I'm going to do that on this side and pull that over like so. So I've just got these two images which are roughly overlapping. I'm looking at this distance there and trying to get it the same on that side. And we've got these lovely blues which are going very nicely with the gold. Now my text, I'm going to put the text in over here, but I've got some new text. I'm going to select that over there, paste in my new bit of text into there. I think that's all the text. Fits in perfectly. And my page is done. How quick was that? If you find that that is a little bit on the large side, you might take it down just a little bit. Don't take it down too much, otherwise you'll notice the difference as you go from page to page. So have a go with your adventure page. Pop that together. Now for my next page, I don't want to use this layout. I'm going to click on this button here to go back to the previous layout, and I'm going to make another copy of this page. So I'm going to click the Add button up there and say duplicate this page. I'm going to change this around a little bit. So I'm going to have the text, I think, on the right-hand side. This is going to be on the left-hand side. And I'm just going to say blue sky. Blue skies. And I've got some text, so I'm going to replace that bit of text there. I'll select it. You'll notice when I'm clicking on my text, I just click a few times until it selects. If you sort of click just a couple of times, it'll select a word, but if you keep clicking, you'll eventually get to select all of the text. I'm going to paste in my new bit of text in there. I need to now change this picture because we don't need this one anymore. And I'm going to go to my media, let's say Cypress. And I'm looking for, once again, a picture which has got a really nice blue sky in there. Something quite sort of gentle. That's rather nice. And I want to make sure that it's the same size as that one. So I'm actually going to pull that out to that size. Get rid of the big picture in the background and then just pull this out like so. And I think I'm going to double click and pull that down so we don't even see those beach things. We just see the sky over there. That was quick, worked really well. So this page now comes before that one in there. If we go up to this little button here, you can see it says there's 4 pages. I can view all my pages. I'll click on that and it will show me the pages that I've got so far. And I can take page number 4 and I can drag it to the left of page number 3 and just reorder my pages now. That makes more sense. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's looking a whole lot better. Once again, try that out. To get out of here, by the way, you can just go and double click on one of your pages to jump back to it as well. Have a go. Get another page in. Let's create another page. It's going to be a copy of this one, so I'm going to click Add, duplicate it over there, and I'm going to have 2 pictures in here. I've got some text all about fresh food from Cyprus. I'll just select this, paste my new bit of text in there. You can see by pasting over the last text, it always picks up the same font and color that we had in there. And this is going to say seafood. And then I just want 2 seafood pictures over here. So once again, I'm going to keep that one there so I can then find, I'll just do seafood. I can find the pictures and get them to the right size. So let's see if we can find something that looks rather good. I'm going to place it over there, pull it out, and then I can get rid of the bottom one like so. Let's have another seafood picture in here. That one will do nicely. Once again, up to the same height, pull it out until they both match. So that was a really, really quick one. And if you'd like to do any more pages yourself, by all means add a few more pages. We've just got the back page to do after this one. But can I suggest that your total number of pages is not more than 10 for this particular example? Because when we do the flipbook, the free version has a maximum of 10 pages in it. If you pay for it, you can have more. Anyway, do another page like this. Now for the last page, I actually want to go back and use the first page up here because I want those lines going across top and bottom. So I'm going to just click on that. Oh, it's clicked a picture by mistake. And I'm going to duplicate this page. So I'm going to create a duplicate of it. On my duplicate, I'm going to get rid of this background picture that I've got in here. So I'm going to say detach background picture, delete it. This little bit of text is going to go in the middle. I'll get rid of that Cypress in white and I will just change it to gold. So let's go to fill and use this gold up here once again. That's it. And I have to put in a little bit in here about the freedom of speech. So I'm going to do the same thing again with some text. Now, to do my text, if I go into my text, click on the text, add the text in, you can see it's so big in there. So I'm going to just undo that. I'm going to go to another page where I've got some text on already. Okay. And hold down the Option key and make a copy of that. Select all the text in there and paste my new text into that one. So now I can copy this text frame over there, copy that, or cut it. To be honest, probably better if I just cut it. Go back to this page and paste it in over there. So this bit of text I think really should actually, because it's going right in the middle, be center aligned like so. So just a little bit of text about the Freedom of Speech Act. So I'm going to change this over there to freedom. So, and I think the Cypress logo, I'm just going to make very small and pop in the corner like so. Now, of course, we go back to our pages, and this is in the wrong position, so I'm going to drag it down, drop it after page 6, so that now becomes my end page over here. So that's page 6 there, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all ready to go. Now, this is the fun part. I'm going to go back to the document, and I'm going to go along to the add-ons, and I'm going to find a little add-on in here which will allow me to make this into a document which has got pages that will flip in a sort of a 3D manner. Of course, if you don't want to do that, you can just go straight to download and download it as a PDF. That's absolutely fine. But I'm going to use the flow paper, and you can see mine is installed. If it's not installed, you might have to click the install button. And over here, it just shows you a preview of it. Now, in the past, I have had a few problems with the preview not happening, and I've actually had to restart Express to just get it to work. So if it doesn't appear in there, don't worry too much. You can just get it to restart, or you can actually go to Flowpaper's website and take your PDF and do it directly within Flowpaper itself. But I've got that. I'm going to say export to Flowpaper, and it just takes a moment to export it. And what it will do then is take us into an area where we can actually adjust how the 3D thing works. And there's different ways in Flowpaper that you can get it to work. Right, well, now it's done. I'm going to click Explore in Flowpaper, and that will open up a new tab, and it's importing it via Adobe Express into Flowpaper. You can see the website is flowpaper.com over there. And it's just going through all my pages, optimizing them, and then bringing it in. Now, this is Flowpaper, and there's so many things that you can do, but I'm going to leave it on the default. But let's have a look at how this works. If I go over here and click from one page to the next, you can see how it just opens this document beautifully like that. You can have a maximum of 10 pages in here in the trial version over there. And if you want more, you can, of course, upgrade in there. But I'm going to publish this now. So I'm going to go over to the top right-hand corner. I'm going to click the Publish button, and I'm going to do Cloud Hosted for there. So I'll just start the upload, and it's now publishing it online. And then when it's done, it'll give me a little link. So over here, this is the link. So I could send, I'll just copy that link in there, and I can get rid of this. And I can send that link now to anybody that I like. Here's the link over there. And this is what they will see. They'll see the document there. When they click on it, they get this lovely page flow, like so.